So here we are. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. The Steelers stay alive, baby. Stay alive in the AFC. And the Packers are taking it to the Ravens right now. Just took an 11-point lead. And Baltimore Ravens fans, aka Ravens Red Zone, Bob from Ravens Red Zone, was acting like this division was locked. Already had a bow on it, had it wrapped, had it wrapped. Brandon, here you are again. You say this all the time that we're not going to win, but we just keep on winning. You say we're not going to win the division, but we win the division. You say Cleveland's going to win the division, but they're like going to be dead last in the division after they lose to the Raiders. Cleveland's garbage. The Ravens can't sustain this. They can't play against the Packers. And then they got to play the Rams next week. The Ravens are about to fall off and collapse. I already made a video saying the Ravens are going to fall off and collapse. They're done. Steelers are about to win out. And even if they don't win out, say we go to Arrowhead and lose, okay? What's up, Bretter, for the Steelers fan? What's up, man? Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Even if they do lose to Kansas City, I don't think the division will be over. I don't think the season will be over. They still have two big division games, and both of those teams are in the hunt. What's up, Eric? There's a Cleveland fan. His team's in the hunt right now. So it's far from over. And worst comes to worst, Pittsburgh can play spoiler to Cleveland, to Baltimore, and their seasons. And that would be good either way. Pittsburgh had a great season. I don't care what anybody says. We had the hardest schedule in the league, and we're staying alive. Ben's on his last leg. The offensive line is so young. We have multiple rookies starting on offense. Lost so much talent on defense. Hilton, Nelson, Bud Dupree, Tyson Alualu out for the year. Stephon Tuitt's been out for the year. TJ Watt has been battling injuries, but breaks James Harrison's record today and is the all-time single-season sack leader in Pittsburgh Steelers history. He is on pace to break Michael Strahan's record. He needs 5 sacks in 3 games to break, I think, tie Michael Strahan's record at 22.5. He has 17.5 right now. He's 5 away. But at the end of the day, this is a great, great season for Pittsburgh. And this is a season that you can look at that we have a lot to build off of. A young offense, a young offensive core in Najee Harris, in Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson, James Washington, Juju Smith-Schuster possibly coming back on another team-friendly deal, Pat Freiermuth, and a young offensive line that can only get better with a ton of salary cap going into the offseason. So the Steelers have a lot to build off of this season. The defense needs to get better. Up front, Steelers need to get better on both sides of the ball. The offensive line is definitely not perfect. Ben, it doesn't have it anymore. We're getting mediocre play out of Ben. It's not all on Ben. The offensive line's terrible, but Ben is just, he can't hit the intermediate routes. He misses easy checkdowns. He's just not, he plays good at times, and then there's other times he just has no zip on the ball. So the Steelers got to move forward without Ben, be it Mason, be it signing a veteran quarterback like an Andy Dalton, a Mitchell Trubisky, or I don't know, somebody like that. I think the Steelers are all right going forward. Draft some talent to the defense. Defensive line especially. Carlos Davis out of Georgia. Maybe some offensive line help early. Like a tackle would be great for Pittsburgh in the first round to protect whoever that next quarterback is going to be. I think Mason could be a stopgap quarterback for a year or two, or an Andy Dalton or somebody. Or if Pickett's there, maybe they take Pickett. I don't know if Pickett's going to be there. I don't even know if Pickett is a future quarterback in the NFL. I really don't. But point is, there's a lot to build off this season, no matter what happens the rest of the way. The Pittsburgh Steelers are a battle-tested team. They're not never going to say die. Even if we lose to Kansas City, we're going to go to Cleveland, playing Cleveland, thinking we're going to win the game. We're going to do everything we can to win the game, and we're going to go to Baltimore and do everything we can to win the game and stay relevant in the AFC North and within the NFL. And Tomlin hopefully will go down as the longest consecutive coach without a losing season. He'll break Marty Schottenheimer's record. And wasn't a playoff year, wasn't a Super Bowl year, but nobody had the Steelers doing nothing this year. They stayed competitive with the toughest schedule in the league, and they're still alive. They still never say die, and I honestly think that they could beat the Kansas City Chiefs next week. I really do. I really do. And who knows what's going to happen to Baltimore? They play the Rams next week. Or they either play the Rams or the Bengals, but either way, they play the Rams, they play the Bengals, and then they play the Steelers. Baltimore has a rough road. Cleveland has a rough road. Cincy has a rough road. So this season's far from over. You pretty much locked your division. I think you locked your division up today, Ready Red. So the Giants are a shit show. The Giants are terrible. They're completely pathetic. I mean, the Titans, I think, are a good team, but Derrick Henry, no Brown. If they have Brown and Henry, it'd probably be a totally different game. I mean, we turned it over 5 times. So Steelers' defense looked completely different with Joe Hayden in the game, that's for sure. That is for sure. Joe Hayden is a difference maker, no doubt about it, in the secondary. Just shut down corner. TJ is a beast. And hopefully the Steelers can get this win over Kansas City. Kansas City's like the best team in the AFC right now. They have a lot of weapons. It's going to be tough for Pittsburgh's defense to stop. They've been giving up a ton of yards on the ground. And secondary is a weakness for Pittsburgh. I don't even care. Some of these young guys have been stepping up, though. Norwood, Witherspoon. Sutton's been playing okay. So it is what it is. I mean, they got a lot of weapons on offense. Steelers got to get a lead. Hopefully just run the ball. That's my philosophy. What the Steelers should do for the rest of the season is run the ball. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Najee Harris. It's like we didn't even try to run the ball early against the Titans. We just didn't try. Titans are one of the best run-stopping defenses in the league, though. So Kansas City, their defense has been playing better, but I think Pittsburgh needs to go in that game thinking we need to establish the run. We need to keep Patrick Mahomes off of the field and make their offense one-dimensional. Make them have to play from behind. The offense can't just come up and play in the fourth quarter. We need to have consistent offense. Sustain some type of drive, even if it isn't even a scoring drive. You got to get first downs. It's like the first 3 quarters, the Pittsburgh Steelers offense can't even get a goddamn first down. They can't even get a first down. They have to be more consistent on offense, even if it's just getting first downs. So it's just not a 3 and out, and our defense isn't out there the whole game. But other than that, I think this team's good. It's a very good team. And to count Pittsburgh out in any of these games coming up for the rest of the season, to think that Pittsburgh can't run the table, you got to be out of your mind. Pittsburgh has beat some of the best teams in the AFC. The losses we've lost, or I mean, they were tough losses. The Packers, the Raiders, the Bengals twice. That Lions game is the one. That Vikings one in the end. I mean, the dude dropped the ball in the fourth quarter. No, I mean, that game was crazy. So this team is battle tested. That's all you can really say. I keep saying that's all you can really say. One of the toughest schedule in the NFL, and we're still in it to win it. That's all I could really say. That's all you can really ask for from a team, especially with all we've had to go through, the most salary cap debt in the offseason. We had no salary cap whatsoever. Kevin Colbert was like a capologist. He just completely cleared the debt somehow, made a few moves, made a few cuts, and boom, we was able to bring in free agents, restructured Ben's deal, and he did what he did. I mean, Kevin Colbert's a genius. He's a great GM. Tomlin's a great coach. I mean, with all the injuries we've been going through this year, Ben can barely throw the ball down the field. Makeshift offensive line, 10 different offensive linemen starting this season. Injuries to Claypool, Watt, Hayden for like a month. And Tomlin's still winning. Tomlin's still winning in one of the toughest divisions in all of football. You have like 4 conceivable playoff teams in one division. The AFC North is tough as hell. Joe Burrow's on the come up. Cleveland's a stacked roster without Baker Mayfield. They're everything without a. That's all they need is a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback. If they actually get a quarterback, Cleveland might be dangerous, but they're probably going to choke to the Raiders, and then that's just their season's going to be done. Then you can watch Quantrell Bishop cry. What's up, Goose? So that's all I want to say. I can see Pittsburgh running the table. I honestly do. At least winning 2 out of 3. You got to go one game at a time, and this Kansas City game's going to be tough. But Pittsburgh's already beaten the teams that everybody was this little shit up here. Every game we're going to lose to the Ravens, we're going to lose to the Titans, we're going to lose to the Browns, we're going to lose every game this year. Every team we played, we're going to lose to. Now we're going to lose to the Chiefs. According to the experts, it's going to be they're a big favorite. I'd say they're like a 6.5-point favorite in this game, 5.5-point favorite in this game. I haven't looked at the line, but I'm sure they're a big favorite in this game. So let's go Pittsburgh, get this win, and they'll be looking. They'll have a playoff spot. They get that win. So let's go Pittsburgh.